Welcome to this edition of Broken Not Shattered. This is your host, Ike Webu, Washington, D.C. We are so excited to have such an awesome guest on our show today, and it's going to be a tremendous story. This is a story that exhibits the redemption power of Jesus Christ, the power of transformation. The most transforming factor anyone can embrace in life is to have faith. This story gives hope to the hopeless, it gives faith to the faithless, and grants power to the powerless. My guest is no one else, born and raised in the eastern part of Nigeria, to a middle school teacher and a midwife local nurse, Dr. Udo Bukeju. You're welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Welcome, sir. How are you, sir?
I'm good.
You have a awesome story.
Yeah.
The whole platform of Broken is people come and tell their story of their brokenness. And if you see the tagline, it says not shattered, which means that you have overcome the brokenness and you're able to excel. Tell
Yeah.
us your story from wherever you choose to be.
Yeah. My name is Udo. I was born in a family of 8 and was raised by a primary school teacher and a midwife nurse. That's my mom, both of blessed memory. We were taught to be disciplined and from a Christian family. And growing up was good.
Good.
Mixing up with other kids.
Right. At the age of 14, Udo, something began to happen in your life. You had struggles in certain areas. You struggled with depression. You struggled with pornography. You struggled with masturbation. And all of a sudden, you felt like this is not who you were called out to be. Being raised in a godly home or a Christian home, you found out that this is not working anymore and you wanted to take your life. But something happened. Tell us the story of your life from that point, if you don't mind.
Yeah. As I was growing up, mixing up with friends, you begin to see that some of the family values were compromised.
Correct.
Yeah, because of the kind of peer group
Right.
we were growing up with. The introduction from pornographic picture to teaching on how to chase girls. Kind of like we're living in the village. So I had a group of boys. They will teach you how to fight, and we had groups of people, and they called it enmity group kind of thing, and this group will be fighting the other group. So these were the kind of things we were growing up with. Then there was not much of this marijuana and all these things are doing now, but in our time we had our own things. But coming from my background, a Christian home, I was not feeling free to doing most of those things because our adage in the house was to be disciplined children and obedient. So I was very selective of the kind of people who were my friends,
Right.
especially those who were ready to read their books. So I was pulling away from the gang of bad boys, then tilting towards the boys who were reading.
Let's talk about reading. You're
Yeah,
you have always had this ability to be a very intelligent guy. According to uh, information that we've gathered about you earlier now, you used to be top in your class. Pretty much one of the best students in school, in secondary school. But somewhere along the line, something changed. Would you like to share that with your audience?
Yeah, my primary school, I was playing at the back of the hall when they were announcing names of people who took positions, and I never imagined I would come forth. That should be my primary 5 or so. So while playing at the back, I had somebody touching me. They are calling you. They are calling you. I said, calling who? I say, me. They say, yes, they are calling you. So I have to push through the crowd. I have to push through the crowd to the front. And getting there, I discovered that I was the person that was in the front. I was imagining what that meant because I've never been in the front before. And I looked back. I saw the next person at my back, a lady, she was crying. So I didn't also know what that meant too. So she cried all through. Well, then moved to the next class. They were calling out another name of other people in the other class. So she cried all through the time they were announcing names of people. It was when I came out, I was asking them, because I moved, because my father is a teacher, we used to move from one school to the other. So I just entered that school like primary 3 or 4, met them. So I wasn't from primary 1. So I asked somebody, what happened? Why was that girl at my back crying? They told me that the girl was the person that used to take first all the time from primary 1 to primary 5. So she was crying because I took first from her.
Wow.
So wow.
So you were a competition.
Yes, I never knew how I came first. I just was reading my book, because usually I will have to stay in the front of my house, the village, kneel down. When I'm feeling sleepy, I will kneel down to make sure that I don't get sleep in my eyes. To get sleep off my eyes, I'll kneel down to read. So having done that, to get that first position, breaking that history, which that girl has kept the trophy for years, gave me a name. And then the teachers were happy because I was a son of a teacher.
So what was the name?
Yeah, they were calling me UDMAS.
UDMAS.
Because I was very good in mathematics, so they were calling me UDMAS. So with that, I moved on to secondary school, and then one of them of my class moved on because other people scattered a lot of other schools, secondary school. So few of us who were in the same secondary school automatically became friends. So that was how I got to get some of my old schoolmates becoming my friend, and I had among them who I called my best friend. So as my journey started in secondary school. And
Dr. Yudi, hold that thought. We're going to take a short break. When we come back from this break, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Yudi will tell us more about his experience in secondary school, what had happened to him while being close to his so-called best friend. And then hopefully that will be an inspiration. So see you guys soon. We'll be back in a few minutes.